Hello, guys. My name is Joe. I talk everything about geopolitics and macroeconomics. And today we will be talking about how AI and robots are taking away the human beings. They are taking away their jobs. They are replacing them in the workforce. But first, let's take a listen. We will take a little bit of a listen and then allow me to comment on what we are seeing on the ground.
Experts are now warning that AI automation of the workforce is happening way faster than they first expected. They said it would happen slowly, but they were wrong. Automation is not coming, it's already here, and if you think your job is safe, you might have to think again. In just 5 years, millions of jobs, both blue collar and white collar, have vanished quietly. Let's start with Amazon. Once the biggest employer in the world, since 2021, they've laid off over 100,000 workers, replacing them with over 750,000 robots. New robotic warehouses that used to need 3,000 people now run on barely 1,000. A 60% cut in human jobs per warehouse. And if you think that's bad, it's not just Amazon. In China, one factory slashed its workforce by 90%. 90%! They went from 650 people to just 60, and the production tripled. Apple's main supplier, Foxconn, wiped out 60,000 jobs in one factory alone, replacing them with machines. And trucking is next. With over 3.6 million drivers in the US alone, this is one of the most common jobs in America and all of the Western world. But self-driving semi-trucks are so close.
This is the first driverless truck fully delivering supplies across the USA. This is going to take away millions of jobs from truckers. Kodiak Robotics just deployed the first fully autonomous freight trucks operating without safety drivers in West Texas, hauling sand through 100-degree heat and dust storms on 21-mile dirt roads. These trucks use 12 cameras, 4 LiDAR sensors, and 6 radar units to navigate completely on their own, while major companies like IKEA and Tyson Foods are already using them for daily freight deliveries. The most terrifying part? Kodiak can retrofit any existing truck into a driverless machine in under 6 months, meaning millions of trucking jobs could vanish overnight. 3.5 million truck drivers in America earn their living behind the wheel, but these autonomous trucks never need brakes, never demand raises, and never call in sick.
And the desk jobs and office jobs, they're definitely not safe. Law firms are already using AI to write contracts and do legal research. One firm gave 3,500 lawyers an AI tool that does junior level work instantly and without any problems. IBM froze hiring people completely and plans to replace 7,800 admin roles with AI. In healthcare, AI now scans X-rays and detects cancer faster than any doctor. A third of all radiology departments already use it, and AI doesn't call in sick. And if all that wasn't dystopian enough for you, supermarkets are building dark stores, fully automated centers where robots do all the shopping. You don't even walk inside. SaveMart, Kroger, Walmart, they're all investing in these systems right now. And in China, over 1.7 million industrial robots are already in use. This isn't science fiction. It's not 10 years away. This is now. The job market is being completely rewritten in real time. Most people won't see it coming until it's far too late. Can a robot really do your job? And what happens next?
Now, obviously, this feels a bit scary. I truly understand that this feels a lot. But we need to push back a little bit. We need to find a little bit of a balance. Now, if we look throughout the history, obviously, there has been disruptions in the labor market before. For example, before the First World War, up to 60% of the labor force have been in agriculture. In the United States, the stat, I believe, is around 60% at 1 year. The years around that, it has been a little bit less, but the peak has been around 60% of the entire workforce working on agriculture. Now, obviously, since then, we have changed. Our society has changed a lot. We have a lot more machinery when it comes to agriculture, and a lot more is done also with chemicals, let's just say that. And thanks to that, we are able to produce much more food, and not that many people are needed in agriculture. And I believe the stats are around 10% or less than 10% are in agriculture today, which means that a lot of jobs has been eliminated ever since then, and it has definitely been hard at that time, but the population got through, and today we see something similar. The labor market is being truly disrupted by innovation, by AI, and by robotics. There is no doubt about it. There is a huge change happening right now in the labor market, and I just want to point out that one day we will come out of this, obviously on the other side, and hopefully we will come out of this victorious as a society. But I am not going to lie to you guys, there is going to be a certain amount of job loss, that is without a doubt. It is important to try to re-educate yourself, try to reintegrate, and especially if you are laid off right now. I have talked about this in many videos, in many previous videos, but the job market is truly frozen right now. Hirings have been frozen, and so it is important right now. If you have ever had, for example, any idea, any dream, then it would be advised to try to, for example, start a business. Definitely don't borrow money to start a business. I don't know if you would even be able to do so, because borrowing is hard to do right now. But if you can if you can work on your hobby and try to make it your full time, then this is the right time to do so. In the meantime, to try to free your mind from the stress of trying to find a new job, then definitely trying to develop your hobby into a business is a good idea. Trying to do it with least amount of capital possible without borrowing would be also great advice. I definitely wouldn't be borrowing right now. Also, I just want to make sure that we mention this in this video, but a lot of the layoffs and a lot of the hardship in labor market since ever COVID, since the lockdown, since the silent depression, as I called it, a lot of these layoffs have been due to some of these cuts have been due to the profiteering.
There's something that you need to know. We fired Terry.
Who does his job?
You do.
Who gets his salary?
I do.
They have been done in order to satisfy investors on Wall Street, in order to raise profits. So a lot of the cutoffs have been done in order to raise the price of the stock. Some of the growth has been done by cuts, not by growing the actual business, by growing revenue, but most of the growth has been subsidized by cutting the labor force. And so this has resulted in a lot of tech jobs have been also laying off people ever since the pandemic lockdowns. And this definitely is not helping the situation either.
Microsoft just laid off 9,000 employees, which is 4% of its workforce. This is 2 months after they laid off 6,000 employees, and exactly 6 months after they laid off 2,000 employees. In the first half of 2025, Microsoft has laid off about 18,000 employees. In Q2, Microsoft reported about $24 billion in net profit.
Now, we have heard quite recently that tech giants like Microsoft have laid off a lot of their workforce, huge amounts of their workforce. Now, sadly, this is not the first or the last that we are seeing these type of layoffs. We have definitely seen a lot of layoffs when it comes to Twitter during the takeover by Elon Musk. We have seen a lot of layoffs done by Elon Musk when it comes to Twitter, when it comes to X. Now there has been a lot of firms that have followed this model in order to raise profits, like I said, and so we have seen layoffs across multiple industries, not just tech, and this is definitely not adding a confidence into the overall economy, because when you have people being laid off, the consumer obviously becomes weaker and weaker and weaker, and we can see it at the what is called holiday type of profits. A lot of airlines, a lot of destinations like Vegas starting to be empty. Airlines are cutting their expectations, and this is definitely not adding confidence when it comes to the overall economy. And yeah, I'm just truly hopeful that you're safe. I'm truly hopeful that you are safe. There is much important things in life than just money. I just want to remind you that obviously health and safety is more important, and I'm truly hopeful that you are doing well. Now, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like button, make sure to smash that subscribe button, and guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.